Hello. Hello, Louise. Here's Jane back from the post office. You got off lightly. Well, quick. No, what I mean is you haven't had to stand around waiting for ages for Hildy.
No, what I'm saying is she's changing the opening hours.
She did say, I saw
Friday.
No Wednesday and no
Monday.
Hello Anne, hello Julie, hello Sheila, hello Alison. Yeah, I saw John Clyde last night. He said that they were changing their opening hours, although I'm really not sure why. Hello Heather. Freezing here today. I've got a vest, a shirt and 2 cardigans, and poor Jane probably is wishing that she'd put a vest on. Well done, Marianne Ray. And thank you for your gifts from the other day. I had a visitation which included 2 things, one of which all gone. They were delicious, thank you. And what's more, they weren't the only treat I got, because Sarah, who has flowers and foliage in Rothbury, brought me some, like, a packet of curly whirlies. So they were all gone by about 9 p.m. on Sunday. Delicious. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just distracted by the crows in the field here. So, hello Annaline. Another good day for moving paint around. So I thought, I love the way you pretend you're shy. So I thought we could finish the running along cockerel with the snowy background, finish the Swaledale. I could paint crows. I have put 1 or 2 crows on a couple of landscape paintings, but I really would quite like to get like a jackdaw, not a jackdaw, sorry, a rook or a raven really close up and spend quite a lot of time drawing them. Good morning, you have some of your fabulous colours to take inspiration out of your window. Yeah, today's absolutely lovely. I think there's a good forecast for the rest of the week, but it is cold, and Fifey seems to have decided we don't need the underfloor heating on. Well, he is going to get told in no uncertain terms that we do need the underfloor heating on. But it does mean that he has to keep the hot water tank, which is fed by our big log boiler, full of hot water. Hello, Judith. Right, I might just show you where I'm at with my big load of bullocks painting. Not far off, it's a little bit further on. Probably get that finished today. Every time I look at it, I toy with the idea of maybe having like a field, a grass down at their feet and something in the background. I'm not sure. Anyhow, let's crack on. That'd be super. I love corvids. Corvids. I have to say something really funny. A chap I know who is like up there in the world of international wildlife sent an email out, and he described it wasn't a joke. He said COVID-19. I know, it's very funny. Right. Bring it forwards and tip you up. I'm a bit like a dental reception. You know, when those dental nurses that does stuff like that. Just pull down a little bit so you can see better, hopefully. Let's see, that's quite good. Double cardigan day. Yes, it's a 2 cardigan day. Right. So, just tip so you can see the paint I'm mixing. Oh, finding all sorts of things that I can use on my board from previous paintings. Actually, that's a bit too big, that brush. Not something you'll often hear me say. Oops. It's funny, it's just like a very small detail like that really makes the horn on this sheep. It really makes it sort of look as though it's curled. So speaking of sheep, earlier on this morning I had a chat with my next door neighbour who was just in the field here. I was up in the office on the balcony, and she was on the quad bike coming through the gate to look at the sheep, and they have put their blue-faced Leicester tups out, and I could actually see one, but it's quite funny because she said to me, so we had this discussion and I said, oh yes, I can see. I'm afraid, and they were right up in the top there, and I said, oh, I can see 2 Leicesters because they stand out among the Swaledales because of their shape. They're really quite different. I said, I'm afraid they're both limping. No, she said, I put three Leicester yows or ewes out there. But the top's fine, it's a good one. It was a shearling last year and it had had a temperature the year before, so it didn't do any work last year. So she said she's keeping her eye on it. And she said, I want you to keep an eye. And there's this quite funny thing she said once, because I said, oh, I've seen the top showing, you know, like quite a lot of interest, because obviously I can just see it all out of my window here. And she said, what was it doing? And I said, well, it was like jumping on the back. And she said, what? What you have to look out for is like that final oh moment. And I think it seemed quite reasonable to say that to her. And she mentioned it again today. She said, yes, but you're waiting for that ooh. So I'm not like a peeping Tom or a voyeur, but obviously I'm just like half shepherd now. Anyway, tip the back around. It's not enough for these tups just to show interest. They have to be seen to complete the job. Were you there when Susan was saying that? We do laugh about that, me and Fifey. I know. Right, so we'll just let that dry. Oh, just realised something. Right, we'll let that dry and move on to this one. The one in your left hand is slightly fresher. The other one I brought in last night. We're doing milk Russian roulette again. Well, you know when it's not right when it comes out in a thunk, like yoghurt. Thank you very much. Right, so I'm just sort of adding to these layers of feathers, and I am wanting to brush. Quite like it to be a more pure blue. Yeah. I know what I would like. I'd like a new brush. That one's a little bit rough. Just having a look to see if there might be a sharper one around. But there isn't, never mind. Is it working? So it seems that the government have changed their mind about golfing now. Golfing and tennis. I felt sorry for my poor mum. So that Gove, whatever is Michael Gove, was saying on the radio this morning that he thought singles tennis and playing golf with one other person would be all right. And within 5 minutes, somebody from the government had rung the Today programme and said, no, it isn't. Yeah. Yeah, I know Jules and Charlotte seem to be preparing for another quiet time, and I gather Emma's being furloughed again. Yeah. That is Emma, who some of you have met, who works for me occasionally and also works for Charlotte, who runs an equestrian centre. And Emma deals with all the bookings, among other things, and she's being furloughed. She's the one who's got the lovely little 1-year-old, nearly 1-year-old, who some of you met recently here. Sort of coming along. I'll have a little go at the eye. I'll do the outside bit of the eye and then do the black bit, the pupil, a little bit later. What are you saying? Yes, Fifey. I'll be able to... Fifey's coming, so you'll be able to tell him about the underfloor heating, Jane. Hello, Pauline. Hello, Jean. It's such uncertain times. Jean, we like to say unprecedented times, don't we? Right. We're cold, Fifey. Yes. Telly, yes. I'll show you Fifey. Fifey's outside the window. Oh, I can't. Hang on. Oh, he's coming in. I think I would snap the apparatus if I turned it all that way around. Yes, Jean, unprecedented times is what we like to say. Do you want to say hello, Fifey?
Hello, Fifey.
No, say hello. To the... No, Fifey, we can't see you. There, wave.
Hello, Kelly.
For goodness sake, we're cold.
The fire's going very well.
The fire's going fine. Yeah.
You won by hometown, Jane. Don't worry. Heating's going on Saturday.
Do you mean the underfloor? I thought you had it on the other day, Fifey.
Just when we weren't going to be here or something. Oh, bread and milk, well done.
That's Jane. Well, I remembered.
See, right now, heating won't make any difference. If I put it on to tonight,
It will.
it would only benefit Lisa. It wouldn't benefit you. Fast. How long are you doing tally for?
About another 10 or 12 minutes. Why?
I'll wait. We're going to have a lunch.
Right. Oh, he's gone back out. Yeah, it's always lovely in here by the evening. I was saying that to you, Jane, actually. It's good though because it gives me an idea for your Christmas present. Is that Damn Art catalogue still round there? Sorry? Is that Damn Art catalogue still round there? It was a joke. Maybe you're too young to know what Damn Art is. It's like old people's vests. Or the Chums catalogue where Fifey got his trousers from. I was actually thinking of Fifey. Yep, string vests. Yeah, I discovered Fifey had bought this pair of trousers which are for people who are working outdoors, and they are Hello Alison, scary times. Oh no, God, somebody's died from COVID. So sorry about that, Anne. Anyway, Fifey had bought these trousers a couple of years ago, and they were sort of thick and a bit elasticated around the waist. And when they came with the catalogue, and I said, Fifey, I really think those trousers are meant for people a lot older than you. And I got the catalogue and was more and more horrified as I went through, because to start with there were like clothes and things, and then there was clothes that had little like removable sections and places where you could put incontinence pads, and then at the very back of the catalogue there were like special pants that absorb wee. I just said, this isn't for us. Not yet, anyway. So I always tease him about the Chums catalogue. Don't set the guinea fowl off. Could you hear them there? We watched Bob Ross again last night. There was absolutely nothing on. We just laugh now. Now I've explained to 5 feet how very, very tricksy and that sounds awful, but formulaic a lot of his paintings are. They start really, really quite interesting. Well, he does these amazing mountains, but then as he came towards the foreground, there gets to a point where I know what he's going to say. You should watch it 7:30, BBC 4, right? Yeah, the legs are there. And he does this mountains and stuff, and then he gets to a point, and I can say it exactly at the right time. Let's just put a little tree here. Then if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. Just put a little tree here. Happy little tree. What a knob. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to do a couple more leaves, not leaves, sorry, feathers. A couple more tail feathers. Quite like that. It's quite definite. Oh, there's something else crying out to me down here. Where's that? I'm holding my breath again. God. I had arranged to have a swim in the river this morning with my daughter, but I had to send her a message last night, and I said any swim in the river today would result in death by drowning. Let's give it a miss. Yeah, I don't really want to do the pupil just yet because I think there's a fair chance that that is not quite dry. So you know what we're going to do tomorrow, just tiny finishing, well, maybe tomorrow, finishing touches, and then we take off the masking fluid, which is the magic bit. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Another Christmas card subject. Okay, so you're probably wondering what this is. And that's good. Oh, I think I've started too far over. Right. Make a nice blue. Oops. Oops. Just picked up a bit of yellow off the edge there, but doesn't really matter. Oops. Right. So that's just the start. Yes, penguin. And then tomorrow, the black will make it really happen. Hello, Margaret Murray. Hello, Chris Armstrong. That was me waving yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was. You were coming down into the A68, driving at a very modest pace, and I recognised your number plate. I was walking to Daxon's and I waved, and you ignored me. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, well, I think that is plenty for today, and we can carry on, finish those couple off. Oh dear God, I got that very wrong. Jean, I'll have to have a look back to see what you thought it was. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'll do it after I said goodbye. I just feel like the background needs to be a lot darker, so I'll do that. Anyway, been lovely spending time with you today, and might see you tomorrow or next day. To be fair, I don't have a whole lot on. Right, bye.